Hey, this is Rick, and welcome to Spit Take Reviews. Today I'm going to talk about Wonka. I seen that the other day. It's directed by Paul King. It's a prequel of sorts to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And there's two versions. There's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory starring Gene Wilder, the original in 1971. And then there's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory starring Johnny Depp and Freddie Highmore in 2005. This one is starring Timothy Chalamet and Hugh Grant as an Oompa Loompa. And I don't think this one really was a prequel to any sort, either one. But it was meant to just be kind of a general prequel to the Chocolate Factory saga. So Willy Wonka is going off on his own to start a candy store, and he has so many shillings, and he basically ends up spending all his shillings, doesn't know where his shillings go, and he's very imaginative, and he's very hopeful, and he's very gleeful. And so all his shillings are gone, and he writes himself into a contract, and he unfortunately lacks certain skills because he spent all his time studying chocolate, so he corners himself into a contract, which essentially makes him become a slave. And so because of this, he has to sneak out from this slavery with this other slave who sell chocolate. It's very odd. It's kind of a very odd story, to tell you the truth. There's a chocolate mafia, 3 chocolate owners in town that kind of hold him down from selling chocolate, and he can't sell chocolate without a shop. And the cops are in, or the chief of police is in on it. And the chief of police is being bribed through chocolate, keep Charlie from selling his delicious chocolate, and shenanigans ensue. And so Mr. Bean's in it. Hugh Grant plays an Oompa Loompa, and quite honestly, I think Hugh Grant was the best part of the movie. The movie itself, when I look at this movie, when I look at a movie like this, a movie that connects itself to a childhood memory, I think, does it give me a good experience? Does it give me a nostalgic experience? And I'm thinking, yes, it does. In certain parts, it does. It does give me a nostalgic experience. So that's why I do think it's good. I do think it's good that it gives me a nostalgic experience. The music is very nice at times. I do like the music. It is just fine. It does bring up the old school music in a world. I didn't want to sing the song. I didn't want to ruin it. But Hugh Grant's just hilarious, and the Oompa Loompa is very Oompa Loompa-like at times, but it is its own character. I thought Mr. Bean was great. Thing is, I did not care for the story. The story was fine. I thought the bad guys were fine. I thought the story could have been more adventurous. The story wasn't as adventurous as I'd like it. Willy Wonka had too much faith in humanity. Willy Wonka had faith in humanity, and I believe when you see the old chocolate Willy Wonka and Charlie and the Chocolate Factories, you see a Willy Wonka that kind of has had it with people. He still loves people, but he's had it with people. And in this movie, you can kind of see why people really jack him around. A lot of people really screw him around. But he's still very happy and optimistic in this movie. And I kind of want to see a Willy Wonka that turns pessimistic and sadistic. So I think that's what I was kind of missing, was a Willy Wonka that kind of turned that way. So overall, I thought it was a fine movie. I thought it could have been better. I thought Olivia Colman did a good job as the landlord, I guess you can call her, the slave owner. I thought she was funny. And also Tom Davis, which was kind of her partner. I thought her and him were a good team. Patterson Joseph and Matt Lucas, and who was the other guy? They were kind of the mafia, the chocolate mafia. Can't think of the other guy. I thought they did a fine job, fine acting. You really wanted to hate them, and they did a good job of that. Timothy Chalamet, he's okay. He's kind of a clean Willy Wonka. I feel like Willy Wonka should be a little rougher around the edges. And he was a bit clean and should have looked like he's been through some things. And he was a bit too clean. And I did like, though, that they kept true to the magic and wonder of the candy and of the store and of the factory. I don't understand why people would want candy that makes you fly. That seems odd. Wouldn't you just want candy that tastes good? Also, he's marketing candy to adults. There's not a lot of children running around. Where are the children in this town? Where are the children that you're marketing candy to? That's another thing. He's not really marketing candy to children. There is children in the store, but like out on the streets and stuff like that, it's mostly adults, and you kind of want to see the bratty children. So it didn't stay true to the bratty children. Other than that, I kind of give this movie a 6 out of 10 candy bars. So did you see it? What do you think? Go ahead and reply below. Thanks for watching. And please watch our podcast, Spit Take Podcast. Subscribe, like our channel, and continue watching for our next review.